Caden is confused, but also finds himself to be curious.
What were you before?
Zol sighs.
I was a legion of the collective, sent into the gate world to explore its secrets. But before I had barely begun, I was captured by a crazed scientist, one of the very humans that was on my kill list. After torturing me for years and taking all the information he could, he left me to rot in containment. Then, after years of being in there, he one day just pops in, giving me that psychotic grin of his, and telling me that he was going to make me into a suit for one of his friends. That was the last memory I have until your system attempted to merge with me.
Caden is trying to take all of this information in. He understands the gist of it, but has to ask,
I am very sorry to hear that you have been through such terrible events. But what exactly is a legion, though? And what is this collective you keep mentioning?
Caden yelps as Zol tightens and twists the suit's tendrils in Caden's body a bit.
How can you not know of such things? Who and what are you?
Zol asks, frustrated at his luck in life.
Are you not the friend of that crazy scientist? Why and how are you wearing me if you are not?
Caden has to sit down. The pain is too much for him to bear. He walks over to the rock flower and sits next to it.
I believe I killed him, and then my system told me to put you on.
Zol is incredulous.
What? Why would it tell you to equip me? You have major glitches, man. You need to get checked out. Although, it might be too late now.
Caden suddenly wonders how he is breathing with his face covered.
How am I breathing, seeing, and speaking with your hardened composition covering my face?
Zol hesitates.
Well, I hate to tell you, but apparently I was reprogrammed to protect the wearer at all costs, including replacing weak points with more efficient technology.
So what you're saying is,
I am your face,
Zol says. Caden reaches up and feels his face again, or what his face had become.
located.
A notification says in Caden's vision. Light shines down through a broken hole in a cavern ceiling high above Caden's head. He looks around. His ankles are in water, and he stands in the only light visible as the flowers and grass rustle in the motion of the water's current. Darkness is all around him, but other than the water, no noise could be heard.
Is that you, Caden?
Zol asks.
What happened, Zol? How did we get here?
Caden asks, confused and apprehensive. Memories of the slain child in town surface again, twisting inside deeper than the suit, seeping deep down within him.
You became silent and flew over the rocky landscape until you slammed into the ground here. Then you screamed and twitched so hard, your bones broke. Afterwards, you have stood here rasping, even though you don't have a mouth, for hours. What in the name of the abyss are you?
Zol asks, slightly disturbed at his roommate's behavior. A searching notification had replaced the located alert in his vision. Before he has time to contemplate his current situation, Zol's voice blares in his mind.
Our sensors are being jammed. Is that your deal? Horrible at troubleshooting and stressing out like a larvae antis?
Zol pauses.
Or is it that you have a multiple personality disorder of some kind?
Activate enhanced vision mode.
Caden says, ignoring Zol.
Oh yes, wonderful communication. Yes, we're going to get along just lovely, aren't we?
Zol mutters. Caden's enhanced vision engages and reveals ancient ruins with the water ever present in all directions. Plant life, like that of an alien jungle, rose from the water towards the rock ceiling above, which stretched as far as the sensors could see. There was no visible support of the ceiling to be seen, and unification appears in his vision.
Do you wish to share visual data with Suit Soul for tactical advantage?
The system asks. Kanan ponders for a moment before selecting yes.
Well, I guess not everything is inaudible actions after all.
Zol says.
What is an antis?
Kane asks. An audible sigh resounds. Synthesized, of course. Kanan ventures forth, moving towards the nearest overgrown ruins. A primal scream ahead in the distance startles Kane, and he pauses.
What was that?
He asks.
Hell if I know.
Zol says.
Sensors still reveal nothing, but I believe it is the rock above our heads that is limiting our sensors.
The ruins nearby appear to be advanced, as there was still faint lights showing in places from beneath the foliage, ancient though they were.
Did you notice how crunchy the floor is beneath the water?
Zol says. Kanan looks down to see the bones beneath the water spread across the ground as far as the eye could see. A beast leaps onto the ground next to Kane and has 3 limbs on each side of its lean but muscular body. A strange energy wafts around its figure as it locks its eyes upon Kane. It growls at him.
Nice, doggy.